Okay, I'm pondering again. This time I'm pondering fidelity. Da 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 da. Fidelity! Fidelity! Yes, I am pondering fidelity. Let me tell you something. I was a serial cheater. Say was. Get old, you don't quite do so much. But I was a serial cheater. But let me explain it, ladies, before you totally want to hang me from the highest tree. I learned to understand why I cheated. I cheated mainly because I loved women so much that the idea, by the time I reached a point where I was dating, that the idea of going to having no woman terrified me. I felt like I had to back you up. I felt like because I wanted women so badly, I need to ensure my supply. Now, this is a different way of looking at it. I loved women. I wanted them to enjoy being with me. I wasn't going to steal their credit cards or do anything. In fact, you should have seen me at Christmas buying gifts for my three women. Back then I used to say you have one steady and two backups. Kind of bad, but again, it wasn't so much what you all might think. It's because I needed to make sure I had myself backed up emotionally. Once I really realized this and grasped this, there was the beginnings of change for me. It was the beginning of change. Now, I still love women. I used to, part of my prayers with God is I was like, you God, you did this to me. You made me love women the way I do, to experience them, to know them as friends, as people, and then to make love to them on top of that. Ooh, wee. What is there not to love? What changed me is later in my life when I met the woman who later on I would call my soulmate, who I also cheated on, but who was one of my best friends. I've had women, and some of them are there still. They know they're some of my best friends. I can't put an order or anything, but they know I love them still. But my soulmate, who's now gone, she was the first one that really affected me because she loved me and she would never fight me. She was the one who told me, you never win arguments with people you love. Never win arguments with people you love. That's what she told me. I learned a bunch of things from her, but that was one. And she loved me. And I knew that if she caught me cheating, she wasn't going to leave me. No, she was going to sit there and cry and be hurt. That's all she was going to do. Sit there and cry and be hurt. And I told her many times, you deserve better than me, to which she would always respond, maybe I just deserve you. Well, I soon learned what it was like to be terrified at the prospect of hurting someone else. The idea of her catching me cheating in these relationships that meant nothing compared to her, just women I wanted sexually. The idea of her catching me cheating horrified me. The idea of hurting her horrified me. I felt like I had to protect her, if even from me. So this is a maturing process. A lot of men out there, we are in control of that lust. That penis controls us. Me and God have had many conversations about this now. And our cheating is not out of a desire to hurt you or somehow to be less than. Our cheating is us succumbing to our own temptations, which is for many of us, a lifelong struggle. I've been a serial cheater. I think that I'm better. I know I am a different man now than I've ever been. This is probably the most developed spiritual Mario that's existed. So, but I know I'll be tested the minute I find another love. It's been 4 years since I've been in a steady relationship. And of course, the minute I find another love, here comes temptation. You can expect it, predict it. And I'll have to learn at 66 and show my commitment and my desire to embrace fidelity. I can only pray for God's help. I've decided I want to be a better man and a better person. And I would certainly, this is a funny thing of mine. One of the prayers I have is that if I do, when I do, get that next someone, my prayers are that I am good for her. That I am actually a good experience for her. That I am of value to her life. That I bring companionship and strength. That is what I'm hoping for the next go round. So today, here in Medellin, and I'm still, but I'm pondering fidelity.